All right, it looks like we are live, and I'm just absolutely so excited to be hosting two gentlemen and hopefully one lady who likes to make entrances. Her name is Adele. You know that? But there is a movie coming out about treasure hunting in New York, and it is going to be featuring a very familiar cast of characters. Let me go into comments. I see we have a bunch of people here already. Looks like we have 7 people in the chat already. I see Mark East. I see Michael Swan. I see John. And I see Henry. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's well. Tracy's here. Oh, Tracy is in this movie too. So let me introduce Miles and Sebastian, and maybe they could tell us a little. Oh, you know what? I didn't do what I said that I was going to do. That's why I needed that check for myself. Here's the information on the movie before I just, turn this over to the creators of the movie. What you need to know: tomorrow night, May 26th, 7 p.m., there is a hyperlink in this live stream's description. All you need to know is you have to hit that link, and tomorrow night it's going to be premiering. Okay, and that should get you in. Is this one question that I had, Miles and Sebastian? Is this a one-time show, or is this something that you can see on YouTube?
Right, so I think we're still figuring that out, but this is the first time it will ever be showing to the public, and it's only 23 minutes, so we hope to see you guys there.
I think if I'm not mistaken, if you log in to the event a little bit late, you can always scrub back and start from the beginning where we'll be.
Gotcha. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so if you're caught at work, or if life takes you in a different direction, just know that you can scroll back, and the replay. We don't know the answer to that now, but again, the message we want to get clear. Tomorrow night, we're so excited. We have a movie called Mudlarker, which is Adele slang, Adele New York slang, and it's going to be featuring a very familiar cast of characters. But I'm doing what I tend to do in classrooms. I always notice that the students learn best when I let them talk and interact. Let's turn this over to the creators of Mudlarker, Miles and Sebastian, and we're working on getting Adele in here.
So we had the pleasure of following around Adele Daly for how long has it been, Seb? Maybe
since February.
And so we've been at Dead Horse Bay, which has been a favorite spot, and pretty much there with our heavy cameras following around Adele and following around the Scavengers, which you may recognize from some of Meryl's earlier videos, and just seeing what you guys do best. And I don't want to speak for Seb, but I can't believe that you can do this. You can look for coins, you can look for marbles, all the stuff that you can find here in New York City. I mean, you think of sidewalks, you think of trash here, but to have like the pristine and I guess kind of smelly Dead Horse Bay, it's gritty. It's just fascinating. And, I feel like during this process, we got a window into your guys' world, and that's been really, really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And I think Dead Horse Bay, as we've read about and as we've been told by so many people, it's a time capsule. It's this little window into history too. And yeah, to be able to spend some time there and to spend it with people who spend so much time there, it's been really, really awesome.
I have to say, I spoke to Adele this morning, and you won't meet a more sincere character than Adele. She will call you a nincompoop. She will, be Adele. But what I also love is the heart that she has. She'd be yelling at me right now if she was in this stream and we're working on getting her in here. But she's always doing something nice for people. But she is a gem of a person. If you notice, when I make my videos, when Adele's there, the plot line just suddenly starts to gravitate around her. She's just that fascinating of a character. And I'm just so excited that we're getting one of our own, like really featured in this, and this is exciting. What is the plan for this movie now that you've made it? How are you going to get the world to see it?
World domination. That's the next step. Right?
There you go.
Well, I guess first and foremost, we're really just copying you, Meryl. We put a camera on Adele's face and your crew, and so thank you for letting us in, with open arms, and letting us, kind of film what you film and do what you do and walk in your shoes. It's been really, really cool. What is the plan? World domination. We're going to send this to all the film festivals, to Sundance, to Coney Island, to whoever will look at it. We're student journalists. We're in school. We made this for school, but I think there was something really special here. As you said, Adele is, such a sincere character. I experienced a little bit of the trash talk. I'd say, Adele, look what I found. She said, I'm going to hit you with it. but you know what? I mean, just getting to hang out with her and be with her. She bought me breakfast one day, and it's just everything about her. It's about as New York as it gets, to steal your line, Meryl.
Yeah.
So
I think Adele also is such a relatable person to all of us. There's moments where there's pain, there's moments where there's complete joy, there's moments when there's anger, there's everything. And I feel like we capture a lot of that. And the more people who will see that, the more people will relate to our dearest Adele.
She really gives a great, she's the ideal, the word role model is the one in my mind right now. She is the epitome, there we go, epitome of treasure hunter in my book. You don't have to have a metal detector in your hand per se to hunt for treasure. You do it the best way necessary that makes sense to you. And when I spoke to her today, where was she heading? She was heading to Dead Horse Bay. She was heading to her domain. And, that's what she does. And, it's such a exciting thing for me. I'm literally counting down the hours. We have about 40 people in here right now. So I want to repeat this. I know people are going to be watching this after the fact, and they can scroll to any point. So I'll just make a habit of saying this. In the video description of this video, there is a hyperlink, and you can even click it right now if you want. All you got to remember is tomorrow at 7 p.m., that is when Mudlarker comes out. So tell us a little bit about the name Mudlarker. What was decided with that to have it called be called Mudlarker?
Absolutely. So, I mean, I guess I'll put it to the audience in the comments. Like, one word to describe Adele, what would you write? What is she, right? I mean, I think you can't get any better than Mudlarker. She's there at Dead Horse Bay, like you said, Meryl, every day. She was just there earlier. She's probably there right now, and that's why she's not here. It's really become her, her drive, her passion, her, for all intents and purposes, her career. Scrapping with copper and, finding the things she finds for people. So I think I guess that's one rationale. The other is we wanted to name it something that we think Adele would be proud of. I think she wears it on her sleeve. Without getting into too many spoilers, she declares herself as a Mudlarker within the first 2 minutes of the show, twice. So we thought, can't get any more Adele than that.
And there's something, if you don't know what a Mudlarker is, there's something almost like mysterious about it, right? Something almost ominous. But when it's just that grittiness of people being out in, I think it's it's a Mudlarker is actually a bird, right? That was on the River Thames picking up stuff.
Yep.
And I think for Adele, she's also friends with the birds on Dead Horse Bay.
That's a good point.
This name just really encapsulates her.
She names all the seagulls. Yeah.
We met them.
Yeah.
Not a very talkative bunch, but they're nice.
But they'll be very fast to drop seashells on you, you know, if they're trying to get into, you know, get a snack. So
well, that's the thing. She shares her sandwich with Black and Mean every day. I think Black disappeared halfway through, but we got to meet Mean, and I mean, it's just the sweetest thing, for real.
She is the true mayor. Like seeing her in the in that element, there's just it's so cool. It's like the you know, Indiana Jones in the middle of you know, he's got his whip swinging from, you know, wherever he does. That's Adele at Dead Horse Bay. That's Adele at Dead Horse Bay.
I guess she's the real Indiana Jones, huh? Just kidding, you.
Yeah, she's quite the character. All right, let's take a look at some of the comments. I see we got 43 people in here. You know what? I'm going to do what I do in the classroom. So who could tell me what the instructions are to see Mudlarker? I'm looking for comments right here. Let's see. Who could tell me? This is a rhetorical question. I know. I have a feeling you all know. But what time do you tune in, and what do you have to hit? We're not telling you, Merrill. Tracy got it. Click the link. Yep. Link in the video description. It is there. Who's going to tell me the time? Oh, Adele. We got a message from Adele. Look at this. I'm trying to get in, you nincompoop. She didn't say you nincompoop. All right, Adele. I'm going to send you the link again to your Facebook. Oh, Adele.
Come join us, Adele.
She just wants to be fashionably late.
Adele, we already gave you your introduction.
Yeah, we're waiting for the star. All right, looks like she's on Facebook right now. Lady, all you got to do is hit the link. I just sent it to you again. And she did this last time. Let me take an opportunity to say hi. We got 51 in here. The second Adele steps in, that's when it jumps to 100. So we got Invasion of the Stickers here. What's up? Sherlock Tones, Indiana Tones, Amphibious Archaeology. Look who's calling. Yes, Adele?
Yeah, am I in?
No, you're in on Messenger. Okay, so go into your Facebook. Do you want me to send you a link to your whatchamacallit? To text message?
I'm on here. It says Merrill's camera is off.
No, but hold on. Just go into your Facebook, and you send me Facebook messages all the time.
You know, you've been doing this. You're driving me crazy.
I'm driving you crazy. I'm about to be called a nincompoop.
Oh my
Not
God.
that that's ever happened before. What's up, Team Lynch? Plugs for Days. Arthur Glushkin, what's up? Amphibious Archaeology, Henry. Big Poppy, 408, what's up? All right, so what I'm going to do, tell you what, if you guys can give a... Mr. Tones, thanks, buddy. If you guys can tell me a little bit about your first impressions, because not to put words in your mouth, I've heard... No, in fact, let me not put any words in your mouth. Your first impressions of Adele, what was that? Well, I sent her the link.
How about you, Seb?
Yeah, my first impression was okay. So this is the star of the show, and I'm pretty sure she hates me. great. I'm now going to spend the next couple of months with Adele, and she's going to hate me. She's going to hit me over the head with her spades, her shovels, her rakes. I think if I'm not careful, I'm going to land up in her basket and become an Instagram post. And then I think we were having dinner, and I mentioned an Italian cookie, and I said it the right way. I said it at Pignoli, and I said, this is an incredibly good cookie. I love them. Do you like them too? And she was like, okay, all right, this guy's okay. He's allowed in. And from then on, she's opened her arms to me, and for that I'm grateful. But yeah, that was my first impression.
Yeah, my loaded question. I didn't want to put words in your mouth. I remember when my friend Phil met her for the first time, he was scared to death. Philip the Knox was scared to death. A lot of people, my friend Monica, scared to death. But then you start seeing all of the nice things that she does for people, and it's like, this is the sweetest person. Even if she can't figure out how to get into a live stream. I know you're watching, Adele. That's why I'm giving you a hard time.
Seb, okay. Tell everybody what it was like when Adele had you left at the beach.
Oh yeah, she said that she had some errands to run and some chores to do, as Adele does, and I thought, and Miles and I were both like, okay, cool, great, that's extra footage. It's awesome. Let's film this, and then. We're like, can we go? And Adele pretty much said, nope, not you.
Am I in the show yet?
Adele.
No, you're not here. Whoa. How'd you do that, Adele?
I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? You might need headphones. You might need to pump up the volume.
You're in the show.
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume.
What do we gotta do? I don't even know.
Volume. Text message.
I don't know what I'm doing now. I friggin' can't.
Can you hear us?
You're in the show. Everybody can see you and hear you. Could you hear me?
Yes.
Turn up the volume. I did turn up the volume. I mean, it doesn't go anymore. You know, you guys are making me look really dumb here.
No. Adele, I'm a nincompoop. You have told me that many times. She can't hear me. Do what you did last time, Adele. You've been in one of these before.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay, turn up the volume on the phone. I just texted her. Beep, beep.
Message received.
Yep. Beep, beep.
I'm going to smack him.
What did I do?
Oh, no.
Okay, let me put it in the comments. Hold on. She just had it's tough. Okay, like there was a live streaming platform that I used before this. I don't even remember the name because I buried it deep in my head. It was so tough to use. This one, Adele, if you're listening, all you need to do is you need to turn up the volume on your phone. I suppose you could turn up the volume of this show on your phone, but we would have an echo in there. We'll deal with the echo, but yeah, we'll get this going. Let me see. Let me go back on my list of questions. Okay, first and foremost, has this experience? I just got a text. Oh. Has this experience made you guys want to try or actually continue with treasure hunting more?
Absolutely.
And in what capacity?
Well, I mean, personally, I'd love to go back to Dead Horse Bay and not with a camera, not with any sort of equipment or tripods or anything like that, and to really just enjoy Dead Horse Bay for what it is. And I think, yeah, to be able to really appreciate and be able to pick up some things. Adele, can you see and hear us?
Can you hear us, Adele?
Hello.
Adele? Can you hear us?
I hear you now.
You hear me now? Okay. All right, that's a little bit.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right, so you could hear me now. What you got to do is you got to turn up the volume on the stream.
I did turn it up. It is.
It is? All right, let me turn up. Can everybody hear Adele? Talk, Adele.
I have the volume up. The speaker's on and everything.
Okay, can everybody in the audience hear Adele?
To put watch together?
Huh?
I don't know.
You're doing fine, lady. Don't worry.
No. No. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing.
Let's see.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you have a set of headphones?
Listen, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me go back the other way.
Yeah, I feel bad. I should have practiced this with you. I'm sorry. She hates me now.
Don't feel bad, Adele. It's complicated.
Yeah, it is. It is. She did this once before, though, and that's why I didn't. And, you know, we had a conversation, a live stream. She's been in here before, but she was in her car last time, and she was able to put the speaker up on the car. That's what it was. It automatically Bluetooth syncs. But, yeah, it's tough.
It took us 15 minutes to figure it out.
Correct. That's why we started 8:45. And just on time, we were like, oh, we got this. All right, so we got 60 people in the house right now, and I just want to make sure that this is well communicated to everybody. We have Mudlarker, the movie about our own Adele. It's coming out tomorrow, and it is going to be starting at 7 p.m. All you need to do is hit the hyperlink in the video description to this video. That's all you need to do, and be there at 7 p.m. Oh, legs falling asleep. I have such a professional workspace here. Sorry, had to just adjust, but I'm good now. So, yes, that's what you got to do. Hyperlink and 7 p.m. That's all you need to know. And you're going to see the work of these gentlemen, Miles Cohen and Sebastian. Let me try to pronounce that. I have a tough to pronounce last name too. Tuinder?
It's Tuinder. Pretend like instead of a U, it's an A. Then it's
Gotcha.
Tuinder. Yeah. But you understand. You've also got a difficult surname.
I've got all sorts of flying letters: J, I, A, Z. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, Meryl, but we had to cut your last name. We just rolled with first ones.
The funny thing is, people have asked me how to pronounce my last name so many times, and I think this is funny. I'm just like, oh, it's Jones. But then you see like the spinning wheel, like when the computer is like, it's like processing. It's like, is he serious? Is that the pronunciation of? I'm like, no, I'm kidding. It's Kazanjian, and then it confuses them more. So I've stopped using that joke. Oh,
we just figured people would read your name and then read it again and read it again and maybe get confused, even though it's a beautiful, beautiful name.
Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate that. Yeah. So, in terms of upcoming projects, we're getting another call from Adele. That's past tense. In terms of upcoming projects for you guys, this is exciting. So this is you're graduating. Is this undergrad or this is graduate?
Yeah, so this is our graduate studies. We took a 1-year master's in journalism. We both decided that maybe writing isn't for us. Maybe we should try to make a movie. And little did we know we'd stumble upon you and Adele and Tracy Treasures and Lou and Jeff, and I could go down the list. I mean, this is school for us.
One thing that I thought was so cool is how thorough that you were. How many people? Like I connected you with a bunch of people, and everybody's like, "Yeah, Miles reached out," and you seem to really embrace this project, and I can't wait. I have no doubt that you did it justice, and I really want to see this. I want to fast forward. You want to live every day of your life to the fullest. You never want to fast forward one, but I'm so excited about this that yes, I want to I can't wait to see it.
Thank you, man. And for everybody, it's 7 p.m. sharp. Literally 7 p.m. is when it starts. And we'd love to see you there. And I think there will be live comments so you guys can all confess your love for Adele, for Meryl, and for all the other surprise characters.
Yep. Brandon, thank you so much for that. I see you just sent a super chat. Thank you. Tracy, you say it's buffering? Is it still buffering? This is a different topic from this stream, but New York is just littered with fascinating places. John, if I'm not mistaken, you're watching from Denmark, and he knows about Hart Island, which is the island where. Let me just say it: if you pass away in New York and you are unclaimed, if there's no family member, you get buried in the potter's ground, and there's something like 2 million, 3 million people that have been buried on this tiny little island. So it's interesting how global. Norway, close enough. Okay, I'll remember that for next time. But that's so interesting, man. I need to know more about Norwegian islands now. I'm impressed that you know that. Good stuff, man.
Seriously. And for you detectorists and treasure hunters, what would you be looking for on Hart Island if you were to go and get access?
That's the thing. That's the big no-no with that. And having very recently dug up some human remains, actually, when you came over and visited me, Miles, this happened after that. Because I think either you or your girlfriend asked something along those lines. Have you ever dug up something that's like a week or two after that? Video of it. I censored the names on it, but
My God.
Yeah.
What a find.
Yep, absolutely. So I think we were trying to get Adele in and didn't get your answer on this. In terms of the types of treasure hunting that you wanted, that you're interested in doing, I sense that your answer was yes. Where do you see yourself continuing with that?
For me, absolutely. I like Seb. I'd like to put my camera down and just find things. I think by the end there, and you might see in some of the shaky footage, I was just looking at my feet, seeing what I could find.
That's an Adele tip right there.
Exactly.
Yep.
You always look with your feet.
Yep.
And but I'd love to try a detector. I know when I first started this, Meryl was explaining the ins and outs to me, and there just seems like, I'm sure you guys can relate to this, finding something at Dead Horse Bay is amazing, and there's all kinds of junk you'd never even imagine existed. Adele Daly.
That's the most amazing find at Dead Horse Bay.
I made
Even
it.
though
There she is.
You hear me?
I made it. I did it.
Yes,
you did it!
Why you
Yay! The star
I'm
is
acting
here.
all surprised. I did it.
You did
I
it.
did it. I don't
See,
know
we
how I
believed in
did
you.
it. Yeah,
You
yeah.
did
Keep
it.
it up, guys. You're all gonna listen. You're all gonna show up at Dead Horse Bay. So get ready for that one.
Look at this comment from Princezz Pirate. Adele finds more treasures in one day than Oak Island did in 8 seasons. And I think you're right,
Really?
Princezz Pirate. Yes. Have you ever seen that show, Adele?
Yeah, I seen it.
So
let me tell you something. If I really dig, I could find a lot. A lot.
think you
But
got to prove
today I
that,
had a
Adele.
rush. You know that? I had to rush today because the girls were hungry. But I
So
found
you're
the gold bond.
So I saw that. That was beautiful. So you're saying if the
Yeah.
girls weren't hungry, you would have found more.
Yes, I would have. I have a honey hole now.
Oh, I see. I see.
We got a spot now.
Well, how is it that the last few times that we've mudlarked together that I beat you?
You don't beat me. You never beat me. Yeah, laugh hard. You're gonna fall off that chair. That's
It-
gonna be funny.
It was a loaded question.
You
Yeah.
beat me. There is stuff I don't even post that I find. What are you talking about?
John
Adele,
says should put Adele on Oak Island for season 9. Oh, Tracy. Tracy's with you, Adele. Adele never beaten. If
Adele,
anybody has
cool.
a, you know what? I hate it when I do this too. I'm going to be, it's tough for me to hyper focus. I just jump from one thing to another. You know me by now. I'm going to give every effort possible. If you have a question,
Now he's got the mic off.
me?
You have the mic off. I don't hear you.
You don't hear me? Do you guys hear me?
I had the mic on. I didn't
Yeah.
touch nothing.
Oh, it could be your selective hearing. You could be just muting me
Here
out.
we go with the sign language. I can't.
If
It was
anybody in
working.
the
I'm not
audience,
touching the phone. I'm just
If-
sitting here talking to you.
if anybody
I didn't
has
touch nothing.
a question for Adele or the creators of the documentary Mudlarker, Miles and Sebastian, throw it into the chat. I'm going to hyper focus. Okay.
I didn't do anything. I swear I
100%.
didn't do nothing.
Indiana Tones, the answer is yes, absolutely. I don't know if they'll like it, but if not, they're heartless. So
So how do I get the volume up? Go ahead.
What did you
Can you
do?
hear us? Hello, hello. Can you hear us, Adele?
Let me go back. Let's see if the mic is off.
Oh, Vic, I appreciate that question. Adele, do you see that question? I don't even think she can hear me now. Can you hear me, Adele?
Do you hear me?
Yes.
No, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to hurt my neck.
I
Yes.
don't hear you guys.
What did you do?
I don't hear him. I really don't.
Yes, Tracy.
I
Okay.
owe Merrill Silver. He's getting a dime. A dime. You're getting one dime.
It's been so long, I'll live with that.
I'm not coughing up a quarter.
That would be way too much. Way too much.
And he remembers I owe you silver. Ain't that something?
I put up my spreadsheet after every single time that I find something. I mean, it's what the cool kids
How
do.
would I get
So.
this back on? Let me see.
And we lost her again. You see, she likes to keep us on our toes. That's the thing.
That's pretty much how filming her was every day. You never know what's going to happen.
Yep.
The elusive Adele. You can find her at Dead Horse Bay, but then
Yep.
That's about the only place you know she'll be.
Yep. That's the office. She has office hours there. Yeah, so she'll be back. Let me take this opportunity. We had 70 people in here at one time. Let me just say this again and make it a habit. We have the hyperlink down in the video description. It leads directly to a YouTube link. 7 p.m. tomorrow, the first film that is going on at 7 p.m. sharp is Mudlarker. That's the one you want to watch.
it's about 25 minutes, and every minute is worth it.
That's a question. How do you, I know because you interviewed me, how do you edit down hours of content when you have an Adele there?
It's the same way as how do you eat an elephant, right? You have to take one bite at a time, and that's all it was painstakingly, like going through hours and hours of footage and just choosing the highlights, the things that we thought would bring the story together.
Having a few laughs along the way. I think there was one, I can tell you because it's not in there. There was one scene where we went with Adele to the auto body shop, and, you know, we learned that she brings the guys deer meat in exchange for, you know, fixing her car. And she didn't have any deer meat for the guy, and he was legitimately perturbed about this. He was like, "Where's my meat?" And probably my favorite moment at the auto body shop, we get to the counter, and, you know, she gets an estimate, $1,000. There she is. Adele, I'm telling you.
Back in the show, I don't hear you.
You don't hear
Can you
us?
hear
I
me?
don't know why. I got the smartphone and it's stupid right now.
I got the
Okay, it's a
smartphone and it's
stupid
stupid
phone.
right.
I see you laughing, Meryl, again.
What am I doing? Why
But
does
I
she always
can't
come
hear
at
you.
me? Why does she always come at me? There's
Listen,
two
I got
other
the
people in
volume
the
on.
stream,
If I
lady.
press any more, my finger's gonna go through the phone.
Okay, turn it on in
Okay?
your
My
car.
thumb is gonna go through the damn phone.
Turn it on in
And what's his name
your
says I owe you a silver dollar and he's
car.
left.
Okay,
I owe
now
you
we're going to put
silver.
this on the screen. Turn it on in your car.
I'm gonna go to my car. I'm gonna go to my truck.
Yes.
I'm going
Thank
to
you.
my truck.
Okay.
The air better in my
What a frame.
I don't know. My
One-
speaker's not good. Okay.
One
I'm
of a
walking to the
kind. This
truck.
lady is one of a
I knew
kind.
This is gonna happen. Let me go to my truck.
Let me take an opportunity to say hi to people in the audience.
I'm going
We
to the
got
truck.
B. Higgles. We got
I can't hear him.
David Dinges. We have Ski Searcher. Lisa. Pack Rat Fernando. Chelsea Rose. We have Metal
I don't
Detecting
even
with
have my
Cheesy Kid.
fucking key.
And now suddenly this became an R-rated stream. Thank you once again, Adele.
Oh, I have my key to the house. I gotta go upstairs.
Marty, what's up?
I gotta go back upstairs. I gotta get my key from my key.
Coil to Soil, what's up? Oh, Adele.
No wonder I weigh 100 pounds.
Our film is not censored at all.
Yeah,
How
we
do
kind
you
of embraced Adele in all her glory.
Listen, if you censor like an Adele film, it turns into like a very minimalist jazz song. Okay, it's like beep for like an hour. So beep beep. Fill the blank. What's up? Yeah. So tomorrow. Yep, we're back up to 70 again. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. That is the start of Mudlarker. The two gentlemen that I have here, Miles and Sebastian, they just, in order to get their master's degree, they worked on this film. This was your final project for your master's degree, if I'm not mistaken?
This was
Yeah,
it.
this is it.
The pinnacle.
The pinnacle, right on. And we are just humbled and honored that you chose our friend who curses from Dead Horse Bay, who's also a wonderful person, who does owe me silver, but is a wonderful person. Oh, here we go. I'll let you guys answer this. From Plugs for Days, do you see the question on the screen?
We're actually in the process of making t-shirts. So yes, absolutely, we'll make sure that that gets sent around. Hopefully, Meryl can help us with getting that information to everyone. But
Yes.
we'd be happy
Thanks,
to.
Baccarat.
Yeah, we'd be happy to do that.
Maybe you can share what's on the shirt, Seb. Just a little teaser.
It's it was So on the front it says Mudlarker, and it's got a little beach kind of logo, and then on the back it's got a treasure chest and bottles and broken glass, and then in quotes it says it's not trash, it's treasure.
It's so true. You know, that saying everybody has heard. One person's trash is another person's treasure, and it's so true. I mean, I've spent a great deal of time over the last few years of my life hunting the dirt of the ground, and it brings me such joy. And you know, I understand that does not resonate with every person in this world. People in my own family are like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" But you know what? If it makes you happy, you do it. You go with it, and right on. And Adele, she's the epitome of that. She you know, she can't go a day or a week, I should say, without going to Dead Horse Bay. That's her domain.
I think that might be a quote from the film.
Yep. Boss lady in her domain. Absolutely. Mark Thomas and Adele's face with the text bubble saying, "You're a nincompoop."
Maybe we can
that
get
would,
that on the sleeve, right?
that would sell.
Oh my God.
Dr. Manuel, what's up? I'm late. Did I miss anything? Well, for anybody who's just joining us, there is a film about New York treasure hunting made by the gentleman that I have in the stream with me, Miles and Sebastian, and it is premiering tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And the hyperlink is in the video description.
We hope to see all of you. How many do we have? 70, 71 people here?
I would say by tomorrow, this will probably get a 1,000 views. And I hope we get 1,000 in there. That would be great. I hope we get more. You got a question from Tracy here. You know Tracy.
I think it's safe to say we passed. So it's going to be as part of a documentary fest. So it's not just going to be ours. And I think if this is any indication, we were chosen to be first, number one, to lead off the festival. So I think we did all right, thanks to you guys.
You picked a really good subject. You really did. I could tell how diligent you were. And I remember when you came over to my place and you were setting up the lighting, and I immediately start thinking to myself, "Oh my God, I am way too minimalist." I just hit the button, and this was my recording space a second ago. Okay, that's why I just got up here, because both of my legs I could not feel. Okay, so that's how I roll with this. The few minutes of the day that I have extra, I just YouTube it. So, but
and some of your footage, Merrill, I think at least 1.5 minutes is in the movie, just straight your footage that you captured on your GoPro. I'm envious.
Glad you took it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, and before I forget, I was going to say this before, and then we had Adele popping in and out. When you guys were saying, like, if you ever wanted to try metal detecting, I have 16 detectors. So just say the word, and we can definitely make that happen.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, seriously, and the thrill of that, I mean, I can't imagine just being at a beach where there aren't like things on the surface, and to come across one, that must be a special feeling.
It's totally different, because beach detecting, you can like walk for miles and miles. I mean, I recommend you do V shapes from the shoreline to the high tide line, and have a very efficient swing. When you want to keep it as low to the soil as possible, sand as possible. But you could go, minutes, in some cases hours, without a target. It's the total opposite skill set of Dead Horse Bay, where you just get overload and you really have to depend on your eyes and your logic. I mean, you have to depend on your logic to metal detect. You have to look at the beach conditions, and that takes a while to build. But, it's that extra patience that you need. But it's such a beautiful sight and sound. And, it just, I love beach detecting. People ask me, what do I prefer, parks to beach? Strangely, I prefer to get history to treasure. Like, if you gave me a choice of a 1700s coin or a platinum ring, I would choose 1700s coin, believe it or not, even though you could buy several 1700 coins with one platinum ring. I get that, but it's different when you find it. But I also like beach metal detecting better than park metal detecting.
Meryl, when would be the best time to go metal detecting on a beach? Do you wait for like a big weekend, like Memorial Day weekend, or?
That's a great weekend to go. It sounds like we're dehumanizing people, but the metal detecting slang for people who visit a beach, we call them depositors. So it sounds terrible, but at this time of year, you go to a beach, and I made a song called Canslaw Land, and basically it kind of encapsulates what you're going to find at a beach right now. We got Detección Caribe in the house. What's up? Star detectorist from Mexico who we just detected with. He came and visited us in New York. Jumping back to that story, by this time, maybe 2 weeks from now, the beach is going to be a totally different place. It's starting to collect. It's really when people get in the water, but in New York, the water is so cold right now. I know when I stuck my pinky toe in, I'm like, oh, hell no. So, but 2 weeks from now, I think it'll be a different place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. We'll come rock the party with you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm looking for questions here too. So you have a question right here, because I want, I've asked my questions. I want to turn it over to the audience. I think that it is so great that Miles and Sebastian made a film about treasure hunting in New York and chose our own Adele as the star in that. So, ask away with your questions. So this one is from Chelsea Rose Marcius.
So shout out to Chelsea. This is my girlfriend and one of the producers, Meryl.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm slow. Sorry.
That's my dog right there.
Ah.
So thanks for the question, Chelsea. I think she's in the other room. For me, it was just getting to go to the Flaming Grill buffet with Adele.
That's your celebration spot. That's your celebration
spot. All you can eat. I don't know if Adele's here, but it is the best deal in town. And to see what Adele puts on her plate. Can anybody imagine what Adele puts on her plate at a buffet? I mean,
I've never done that actually. I want to do that. I totally want to do that.
Crabs on crabs on crabs on shrimp, some of which makes it into the film, and we hope you like it.
Can't wait. So Chelsea, listen, same to you, the same that I'm offering these gentlemen. If you ever want to try metal detecting, this guy doesn't know when to stop with buying metal detectors, so it makes it great for group outings. So you are more than welcome. This one is for Adele. Does Adele have an agent yet? She's got the star quality to her. She most definitely has the star quality to her.
If she had an agent, we wouldn't have been able to afford her. No ways. She's bound to be a superstar.
How did you meet Adele?
I called Meryl. Yes. I said I'm obsessed with treasure hunting and I want to make a movie about it. I think were you at dinner, Meryl, when I called and you said call back in 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And I was a little starstruck myself. I mean, you've got a lot of followers on Facebook, and I'm a student journalist calling you, and right off the bat, I mean, I think we talked for an hour and a half, and then Meryl sent me descriptions of eight of his squad, 8 of the scavengers, and gave me these descriptions. I think it was like Tracy has had the best first year that we've ever seen, and I forget if it was Phil or Jeff, but just has like the ears, that he can hear frequencies that nobody else can hear. And then Meryl said, and there's this potty mouth grandma in our group with a heart of gold. And so I called her up and we talked for, I think, an hour, and she told me about her hunting and her treasure hunting, and, everything kind of went from there.
And look who's back. Right on cue.
I went to my truck. It's the only way I could get the speaker.
Well, there you go. Well,
Oh,
thank
here
you.
I
Thank you
go.
for
I'm in
that.
the dark. Look, you want to see what I'm looking at right now?
What are you
All the
looking at
bus-
right now?
Look at all the buses. They're all coming in to go home. All the guys. Look,
It could be
they're all in front
paparazzi,
of me.
Adele.
They're all ready to go home. The guys.
It's the paparazzi. They know you
Yeah,
have a movie coming out tomorrow night.
I had to walk in my truck to get you on speaker. This is no joke. Look, I'm in my truck. I'll put the light on. Yeah, now you can see me.
No, we don't believe you. We don't believe
Shut
that's
up,
a truck.
you. It's my truck. Look, it's my truck. It's the truck. That's the only way I could get a hold of you nincompoops.
Adele, right on cue. You have a question. So
Yeah, what's
this is
the
a golden
question?
opportunity. I know a lot of people, the comments, whenever she's in one of the videos that I make, everybody loves Adele. Ask her questions. How long have you mudlarked Adele?
Since I'm a kid. My dad brought me there to go fishing. Because all the guys go fishing over there. By the bridge, on the rocks, towards the highway. There's a spot by the highway. And I'm bored. You're like 14, 15. You don't want to be with your dad. So I used to walk around the beach and collect things. And, fishing is not like 1, 2, 3. You have to wait. So I used to leave my pole and walk around the beach, and that's how I used to get stuff. I used to show my dad all the time, all the stuff. He didn't believe me that I found it on the beach. Okay?
I'm just
And I got
picturing when you're saying that. You remember the movie A Beautiful Mind, where like the math just like pops off the page and like he has this deep understanding? Like that's just you with the beach, Adele.
really. I like when you come there because now the games begin.
Why is it the games when I come? Why can't it just be Merrill have a nice quiet day, blah blah blah? It's
Okay,
like the games
Merrill.
begin.
Okay, Merrill. You start off at the island when it's low tide. I turn around and you're right next to me. Why is that? Come on, Merrill. Because I find more than you?
Because I have a YouTube channel and I make films and I like to ask Adele questions.
You ask me questions every like half an hour. You ask me, what did you find? What did you find? And then yeah, keep doing that little kid voice.
Huh?
Yeah, her.
What? Huh?
And then when you come and Mudlark next to me, Mr. Merrill, don't you find good stuff?
No, usually no. Usually you're in the wrong spots. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I give you yes. Wait till I see you. I'm gonna get a crab. The horseshoe crabs are coming. I'm gonna bring you a big horseshoe crab.
Oh, thank you. That's phenomenal.
You're gonna have a pet.
Oh, maybe I'll finally have a pet that likes me.
I
Anywho,
know. I know.
you have a question on the screen, Adele, right there for you. Adele, what are your 2 most favorite finds from B. Higgles?
2.
Yeah.
Trying. I don't know if it's the dentures with the platinum in them. The frames are all platinum,
Why did I know you were going to say
or
dent?
the gold, or the grill, or the grills, the gold grills, or how about the
Well, you found
Morgan with
gold
that?
grills?
Yeah, I found gold grills.
When did you find gold grills?
I found them at the rocks, by the turn, where you found that little brooch. Remember you were metal detecting the brooch? Right there in the sand, in the sun, I seen gold grills. I got them. Should I send you a picture?
Actually, I think, well, if this is not in the documentary, oh, this could be a spoiler alert. Feel free not to answer this, guys. Does she show her finds in that? I know when you came over to my house, I was showing my finds. Do the viewers of this film get to see the Adele Daly collection, the Adele Daly Museum of Dead Horse Bay?
Let me tell you something. It would take a while because I got containers, plastic containers with so much stuff you don't even know what I got.
We got a daily
I have a lot.
rundown of Adele Daly being the pun there, the Adele Daly
I
I
rundown.
get
got
that. I like
She-
that.
What she'd
I like
find,
that.
but she
Let's see.
never let us see the stash.
Yeah, oh, I got the stash all right.
We're still waiting,
See?
Adele.
I have such a stash that it's mind blowing.
We see what she finds as she's finding it, and in the epilogue, we're gonna see everything, right, Adele?
Yeah, you're gonna see it all. I'm gonna bring a container and I'll let you go, Miles. When I make you your tray of lasagna, I'm gonna have a container in my truck, and I'm gonna sell you one container, and you tell me then. Take a video of that container.
Does it get any better than this? You know.
Oh, you're gonna
It's like
wonder
dinner and
where
a
I
show.
found all that stuff.
Henry asks, she probably found the dead horse.
Well, I find horses. I find a lot of horses. I find seahorses.
Oh man.
I found a few
Sherlock Holmes,
seahorses.
an NYC Metal Detective says, "How long is the film? How many total hours did you film, and how long did editing take?"
So the film is 23
film-
minutes. Go ahead, Seb.
Yeah, I was going to say the film's about 23, 24 minutes. The total hours we filmed, that's difficult to answer. How much space is on the master hard drive there, Miles? Is it like,
So
what,
we had to
maybe
buy
5 or 6 terabytes?
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
lots and lots of gigabytes. I'd say for every 1 minute that's in the movie, that is probably 6 hours of editing and 3 to 4 hours of filming, at least. At least.
3 to 4 hours? What are you talking about, you two knuckleheads? You followed me for 3 or 4 months.
I'm talking
No, we're
every
saying for 1 minute. Yeah.
Every time I went to the beach, you two knuckleheads were there. I couldn't even go to the bathroom.
Adele, what was it like? What was it like to have us follow you around for 3 or 4 months?
She loves it.
Oh, it was fun.
See?
Every time I had to sneak to take a pee. Miles was following me. I had to tell him to stay there so I could take a pee somewhere.
You never know when you're going
to film me. You were filming me doing everything.
So this film was made in collaboration with TMI Studios. In other words, too much information. Sorry.
Well,
Anywho,
how many months, Miles? It's what, 3 months?
I think we started, it was snowing. There was snow on the ground.
Yeah.
Which you see in the film, yeah. Long
You were
time.
walking on the trail complaining because it was deep.
I could not hang with Adele. It got windy. I mean, Meryl,
And
you
then
can
you were
speak to
crying, it
Cohen.
was cold.
Oh,
Yeah, like this baby crying, he was freezing. And I'm over there digging in the snow and the ice.
is she
Nobody
calling me a
can do it
baby?
to Adele. Nobody.
All right, Hardcore. Here's your question. When did you first discover Dead Horse Bay, and what was your favorite find? And this is from Fernando.
Oh, yeah, I know who he is. He was at the beach.
He knows who you are.
Yeah, he came to the beach one time. He found some good stuff, too. He found a marble.
Ski Searcher, thank you so much.
Some girl wanted to trade the marble. He said that was his first marble. He wanted to keep it. And what else? He found a bunch of stuff. Yeah. My favorite things I told you.
Right,
Those dentures. I found a bunch of dentures, and I tested them. The metal part that holds the denture are platinum. You know how much weight I have in platinum? I have a lot. A lot. I got a box full of dentures. It's amazing how many of those dentures I find with metal. And all the metal there is platinum. That's what they used to use. That and the Morgan. The Morgan that was right by you. That was my best find.
Knucklehead. She's so mean. I was having my best day.
And I lost the voice again.
Oh, darn.
I can't believe this.
See? Karma.
It's got to be
Karma.
Meryl. He's touching some button.
I'm not touching any button, and she's
Meryl, it's
blaming me.
you. It's not me. I got you on in the car. It was working.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's look
How
for
do I
more.
get the voice back? Go ahead, Meryl.
How do you get the voice back? I don't know.
Do you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. Yes. She just wants to make us look like
I don't know what the
bobbleheads.
hell I'm doing.
Oh.
No. I gotta get back.
Adele, one of the questions before, can you hear me, Adele?
Oh,
She's gone. Oh, Lordy Lord. Yeah, and we have a bunch of questions in the audience. All right, when she'll make her way back, we'll ask when she gets her way back. Meryl has a stash too, or at least his alter ego. Listen, folks, this video needs some help. I put it out midday. There's a new Barry video out, and if you're new here, he is kind of like the alpha metal detecting troll, and you know, he would really appreciate it if you watch his video today, okay? Because he put together a rap, and yeah. So right before this video is Barry's. Barry would greatly appreciate that.
speaking of rap, there may be some treasure hunting rap in the film tomorrow.
Really?
May or may not be.
Oh, snap. I'm excited about that. I personally, although I'm probably the only person on the planet who thinks this, they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Barry.
Barry spits fire. Thanks, Fernando. Dang. All right. Well, let me finish this by testing everybody here. So, what do you have to do to see? Oh, here's Adele. What do you have to do to see the film tomorrow?
I'm back here again.
Oh, you're back here again, Adele, to yell at us some more?
No, I'm listening to you knuckleheads.
Yeah. Oh,
Tomorrow's going to be a good day. You know that? It's going to rain.
I think your reign starts tomorrow, Adele, because people are going to see this film, and people are going to be like, who is this fascinating lady?
Queen Adele.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh, you're the Queen of Dead Horse Bay.
Let me tell you something. You better get to the beach because the northeastern is coming.
It's not a northeaster. It's a nor'easter.
Whatever, it's coming.
Whatever. I knew she'd say that. Whatever.
That's right. Whatever. But it's going to hit that wall. And all the treasures will be on the beach.
Hey, Willie, what's up? So we got a question from Willie Stembridge. Guys, what's after this film are more like this? Oh, good question. That was actually, you see, what is it called? I study brains, you know, being in education, executive function. You see, this is one of the questions I meant to ask our film creators here. What is the next project for this, for you gentlemen?
What do you think, Seb?
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about what Professor or Dr. Robin Nagel said, how, you know, just as Barren Island became, was capped as, was a landfill, a lot of islands in the New York City archipelago are also landfills, and that might so this film might allow us to branch out to other sort of landfills, and perhaps what the consequences of poorly capped or uncapped landfills from the 50s, 60s, and later, what that means for our city.
It's a really interesting story and question. I mean, if you think about it, you either spend a lot of time and money to cap it the right way, if you're a city official, you know, putting extra budget money into something like that, I mean, of course, it helps the future. Does it help you immediately with re-election? Can people grasp that enough? But you know, the long-term imprint for the planet Earth. I mean, I've seen some scary stuff at Dead Horse Bay. I've seen mercury floating on the surface. I've seen, you know, hypodermic needles. Adele, what's the scariest thing that you've ever seen at Dead Horse Bay?
Those needles. Those needles. That's why I use the digging tool. I don't want to get stabbed by one of those needles. You
Yeah,
see them all over the beach. And
yeah,
then the summer comes, there's even more.
yep.
I get one of the jars, you know, a jar, and I put them in there, and I throw them all the way in the weeds when I find them.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
But I put them in a jar because this way nobody will take them. You know, they won't get pricked by them. People touch. You're gonna see they use their fingers and scrape the sand and move the rocks. What it takes a second to get stabbed by those needles, and they're all over.
Yep.
Because now the metal is showing. You know, all the metal line, it's starting to show, and the needles are all coming up.
And you know what?
I don't like them.
Right?
I
And Adele,
showed. Hey,
Adele, I'm
Mark,
trying to say a
I
fact
showed
about you.
Huh?
I'm trying to tell them about you.
You're trying to
Adele
tell them
will.
about me.
Thank you.
They are great. Adele has never littered on Dead Horse Bay. You know, I think for 4 months, Adele, right? I followed you. You'll never contribute to the trash there. You know, napkins, it goes in your bag.
No, I always take my stuff out. I
You're
eat my
looking out for
lunch.
your
I
bird
feed
friends.
the seagull. You know that? I feed the seagull and I take my garbage with me. I never
I was
leave
thinking
garbage.
I was thinking, as like a wise ass art project, I was thinking about the concept of littering in a garbage dump. Is it still littering? The whole is it art question, but yeah, no, that place does not need more garbage. No, no, no. Yep, yep, yep. All right. Does anybody have any more questions for our creators or the star of the show, Miss Adele, before she has more technical issues? Just
Oh,
teasing
you're
you,
funny.
Adele. Oh,
I
you're
know.
funny.
Yeah, you're funny. All right. That's why you're the king of the nincompoops.
Thank you, Adele. Thank you, thank you.
Well, the summer's going to be here. Let's see. I told you, let the games begin. I'm going to find another Morgan.
I got a question from Big Dog Detecting. Merrill, do you go out every day that the weather cooperates? I try to. It gets tougher. The last 2 years, I've been spoiled. That probably doesn't sound right because, like, a lot of people have been suffering with all of the stuff that's tied in with COVID. You know, the remote work and such. It was just announced that next year is going to be fully in person. And as an educator, I'm thrilled about that. I am. As a YouTuber, it's probably going to cut into the amount of time and the amount of videos that I can do. This year has been more challenging than last year. Last year, it was like the adjustment of, switching over to remote. But this year there was a lot more to it because we want to do it better. It still gave me enough time to be able to get out and detect. I didn't have to do my 4-hour commute per day that I've been doing for 20 years. But next year, long story short, to answer your question, I try to go out every day, even if it's just for a short hunt. I know every park on the way between my job and home. And, if it was up to me, I would. I was talking to Adele about this morning. I wish that I could have went with her to Dead Horse Bay today, but I do like my job. But you know, I have to. That's what I'm called to do right now. So that's the honest answer to that. All right.
You'll
Shout out
go
to,
there.
Yep.
Shout out to Digging Turtle. You may be in the movie Digging Turtle. You'll have to tune in and see.
Right on.
Wow, there's going to be a lot of people in this thing. I can't
Yep.
wait.
Yeah. Listen, lady, you're somebody that everybody's rooting for, and you know, I can't wait to see this tomorrow. If anybody is just
joining us,
I think she turned up the
I
volume.
think she turned up the volume.
No, and you turned it up. I didn't turn it up. Wait. I was getting a phone call. Some idiot was calling me. I hung up on them.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you
Go ahead
loud and
now.
clear now. You hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
and I
then.
hear me too.
and I hear me too.
Yeah, don't laugh because we'll all crack up if you fall out of the chair.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
that just
this
this is throwing off my
is
train of
throwing off my
thought
train
right
of
there.
thought right
So
there. So
Yeah.
anyway, we might want to. We've been on for an hour,
We've been on for an hour,
and this is playing with my
and
head.
this is playing with my head.
So I'm taking the headphones
So I'm
out.
taking
We're going
the
to call
headphones
this a
out. We're going to
stream,
call this a stream.
and I want to
And,
thank
I want to thank
our
our
creators of the
creators
documentary
of
for
the
being here,
documentary for being here,
Miles and
Miles
Sebastian,
and
and I want to
Sebastian.
thank
And I
Adele.
want to thank Adele.
And
And
tomorrow night, don't forget,
don't forget,
7 p.m.
7
The link is
p.m.
in the
The
video
link is in the
description
video
of this
description
video. That's
of
all
this
you got to
video.
do.
That's
Click
all you
on
got to
it,
do. Click on
share it,
share it,
and you know,
and
let's watch this.
let's
Let's
watch
all
this. Let's
support
all support
Miles, Sebastian,
Miles,
and
Sebastian,
Adele.
and Adele.
Meryl, thanks so much for having
Meryl,
us.
thanks so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're so excited
We're
to share
so
this.
excited to share this.
You sound excited. You just said it
excited.
twice.
You just said it twice.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
All right,
Have a good
everybody.
night.
Have a
Thank you
good
so
night.
much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Adele.
Bye, Adele.
Bye.
Bye, Miles. I won't forget your
Yeah,
lasagna. You heard me? I'm not going to forget your lasagna.
You better not.
You better not.
I know. I'll bring it to you Sunday.
Sounds good.